My name is Kaylee Morris. I teach the RU kiddos. My testimony is kind of for RU, but mostly it comes from my mom. My mom had a rough life, and there were some things that happened in the past to where my sister and I had to live in foster care in Alabama. We lived there for about 3 years, and then finally, after a lot of praying, as my mom says, from the church, we finally got to come home. We've been home for about 2.5 years. I've been saved for about a year and a half. When I first came home, I didn't want to have anything to do with church. I didn't like the idea of it. I didn't like that we had to go twice on Sunday, once on Wednesday. I didn't like anything of it. I knew that things had changed because my mom was different. I wanted to live the way I wanted to live because I am a teenager and my flesh part takes over and wants me to do whatever. So my mom and I fought a lot about it. Finally, about spring break wise, Pastor was doing baptisms, and I thought that that's the way you got saved. I just thought once you're baptized, that's it. I mean, that's the hard part. I'm just going to do it so my mom will be okay and feel at ease about it. So we sat in Pastor's office, and he gave me this little track thing, and it had a bunch of verses and stuff on it, and I just took it, didn't really think anything of it, didn't want to hear it, and I just stuck it in my closet. My family knows that anything that goes in my closet, you'll never see again because it is cluttered beyond everything. One day I decided I was going to clean it out. Don't know why, just decided I was going to clean it out. And hold and behold, there is this track. So I took it and I sat down and I read it and I just kept thinking and thinking about it. Finally, I asked my dad about it, and he really laid out the plan of salvation, but I already knew it. I already knew that was something that I had to do. So I didn't say the prayer to him, or I didn't say it right then. About a day or two later, I was sitting in the shower, and I felt so bad about myself. I had this weird feeling at conviction, which I learned later on, but I just sat in the shower and I was like, okay, Lord, and I said the prayer, and I've been saved ever since. So about a few months go by and things change. My life changes. My taste of music changes. The way I dress changed. And a lot of things changed. I knew I wanted to do something to serve God, but I wasn't really sure what it was. And I had prayed about it for a long time. Then I came across, there was a few kids, older kids, that were coming to RU on Friday nights, and there was no one to watch them or even teach them. I mean, if the children can't come, then the parents can't come. So I was starting to have a burden for it, and I was asking my mom about it because I was really nervous. I was like, what is this feeling? Like, why am I feeling like I have to do something? And so I sat down with Pastor and I told him how I felt, and that's when the kids club came about. And what I do is that I go through this huge book of different things to teach them. Some Fridays I have a lot of kids, some Fridays I don't have a lot of kids, but I still come every Friday, and I am so excited to teach them. My sister and I both teach them. I come up with a lesson and a craft and all kinds of stuff, and to my knowledge, the kids really enjoy it, and I enjoy it because I get to serve God, and it is something that I know that I can help them with because I understand how they feel from their parents having this addiction and living this weird life, and now they're all better and they're trying, and it's just really confusing. So I feel like that for my testimony about my mom and my life, that I could really help them to grow spiritually and to just really overall have a good attitude. I've had I've had 4 kids saved in my class. One of the girls' brother was saved before she was, and then one Friday night, I guess the lesson I taught or something just struck her because she came into the kitchen and she was like, Kaylee, I want to get saved. I can't wait any longer, and I really just want to. So I was new to the salvation thing. I really didn't know how to give the plan of salvation. So there was a few ladies that helped, and my mom was there, and that little girl got saved. About a month or 2 ago, 2 little girls came to me, and they were like, what does it mean to be saved? They were like, my mom says she's saved, and I don't understand what it is, and she keeps pushing for me to get saved. So, keep in mind, I'm still new to it. I didn't know what to do. So my mom brought in another lady and they sat down. They kind of did it, but then God just really took over, and I just spoke out, and I laid it out, and I laid it out in terms for the kids because they were just confused whether like the whole dying right now part, and they were freaking out. And so I just calmly sat them down, and it just flowed out. All I know is that it had to be God that did it because I was so nervous and I didn't know how to do it, but those 2 little girls got saved because of what my sister and I had said that night, and to this day, they come every once in a while, but not as much, but at least they know where they're going if they die, and that is so exciting. And I plan on having more kids, and the more they come, the more the merrier. I love it. I just love Kids Club.